Hi! Friday is back again after mysteriously disappearing last week, but that's all behind us now. We're not going to think about that anymore. And if there are any penalties to be paid, well, I will just pay them, okay? We'll make it as simple as that. I was really busy, and I didn't think to ask someone to make my video for me because I wasn't very brilliant. But I was busy, so that makes up for it, maybe? Anyway, tell me, let me know. What's today's question? Today's question, oh, my hoodie. Okay, it's actually not a hoodie. It's a fuzzy red sweater. It's actually a jacket. It's a windbreaker. It's a fleece. Anyway, other side. It says Scarlet Ambassador on it. Rutgers Scarlet Ambassador. And I just got it today because now I'm a Rutgers Scarlet Ambassador, which means that I get to lead campus tours all over Rutgers and tell people why they want to come to my awesome school. Anyway, you should come. Then we can be friends. I'd like that very much. What's today's question? Today's question is, what are your New Year's resolutions? Maybe someone else has done a video about this. I don't know. But these are mine. My first New Year's resolution is to visit my professors in office hours. Now, I really don't like seeing my professors in office hours because it's really awkward. Not that I've ever done it before, but come on, if I don't have any questions to ask them, what am I going to go to office hours for? Just to be like, hi, I'm student 398 in your class of 400. Good to meet you. So I'll just introduce myself at the beginning of the semester, and I'll just go to office hours and they can all know me. And that'll be a good plan. So, first one, meet my professors. Maybe I'll get more out of the class that way. People always say I should, so I will. What are my other New Year's resolutions? Another one I have is to write more poetry. I don't write poetry very well, but I do like writing poetry. It's like my outlet when nothing else works and I'm really down or whatever. Writing poetry helps me when nothing else does. It's good stuff. See my hair? It's this side. There we go. Much better. Ouch. Another New Year's resolution I have is to build community with the people with whom I'm already interacting. For example, I'm going to be on the Scarlet Ambassador team. Yes, there's 78 of us, but I still really need to get to know them, and I want to build trust between us so we can be a really good team and have a lot of teamwork and working together and being there for each other and stepping up for each other as is needed. I also want to do a lot of community building within InterVarsity, my Christian fellowship at Rutgers. I get to be part of a discipleship program this semester. I'm actually getting to help run it, and I'm super excited about it. And it's going to be really cool to see everyone build relationships with one another, and so that we're not just casual friends, but they're people we can go back to and trust and talk to and talk through things with. And I love community so much. I need to make a whole nother video about community because I have a lot of things that are unresolved about it, but I'll figure them out one day and then I'll tell you about it. I have a couple of other New Year's resolutions. For one, I really like to get to know who God is better. I know a lot of things about God, but I want to know Him as a person, as a relational being. And I guess I've started to do that when I think about, oh, look, John is an amazing book. God actually said this. Like when Jesus was here, He said this. I have to believe it. He said it. And so that's kind of been transforming a lot of the way I read the Bible. 1 John 2, that's also a very brilliant book. I think I had another one. Oh, this is a life resolution. I just kind of came up with it recently and realized that's really important to me, even though I only just realized it. And that is, I want to treat every person with the same value that God has given them. Basically, as human beings, God says that each of us are extremely valuable. Basically, Jesus died so that we can have life. That's how valuable we are. Somebody else died so that we could have life. God values us extremely, and I want to treat other people as if I'm not forgetting that about that. And I'm just not just thinking, oh, they're a number. They're just somebody I have to interact with, somebody I have to pass on the bus or sit next to in this class. They're somebody extremely valuable. And if I could think of people in that way, that would be so neat because I feel like it would totally transform the way I view the whole entire world and everybody I interact with. I would respect them more, I would be kinder to them, and not expect so much from people. Like, unrealistic expectations, that's a big problem for me. I'd just be able to say, wow, this person is incredible because God has said they are incredible. And I just want to love them for that and love God for that. So those are some of my New Year's resolutions. I'm excited about this new year, if you couldn't tell. Oh yeah, contentment. Thursday was asking about contentment, and I do have lots of thoughts about it. Mainly, I think contentment is trusting God's timing for everything. Because when my life is going good and I could be content and peaceful and happy, I'm not, because I think I must not be learning anything. And when my life is going awful and I'm not at all happy with it and it's stressful, I'm not content either because I want it to be peaceful and calm. So it doesn't matter what my type of circumstance is, I'm not going to be content. So, what I guess a lot of what I've been learning is that contentment comes from an understanding of God's love for us. God loves us every second of the day, every moment, all the time. It's like this direct stream of love coming onto you all the time. And when you can feel that sense of His love, and when you're in tune with God and seeking out His presence, contentment just happens. It's not a looking at your circumstances and deciding, I'm going to be content. It's just a looking at God and forgetting whatever circumstances you might have because God's really the only important one. So that's what I've been learning about contentment. I hope you all have a very wonderful weekend. That would be very good. Yeah. Okay, that's all. Goodbye now.